Hi guys, today's video is all about the Excel real-time interview questions. But the statement, the problem statement is today we're going to deal with the like when you have a scenario where you have multiple duplicate values and you have to take out the adjacent value aside of this. So how can you do the perform this task and this kind of if this kind of scenario in any of the interview cases for the data analyst and for the MS as well. In that, to solve this problem statement, we're going to use these two functions. One is VLOOKUP and another one is Countif. So this is our test data, and on this test data we are this is kind of a really fictitious data which is based on like e-commerce, any of the e-commerce websites. It's so in that I have mentioned available list, status, number of shipments, and location. And if you see the problem statement also mentioned over there, like how can you convert the duplicate values into a unique list. Like if you see the data, it's here. I just make them bold. One which is 001, this is a duplicate value, and if you go and see here, okay, and another one which is 002, this is also a duplicate value, and if you go see at the bottom, and so on. So okay, some of the values are also duplicate values. So if you're going to apply the simple VLOOKUP to take out the to take out any of the values, like let's say if you wish to see only this 001 second value, so how your VLOOKUP perform, let me show you. If you go simply apply the VLOOKUP, and if you're going to perform this task, like here is my data set and I want to see the status, so it's in second column, and if I press 0, see this is showed delivered, but and in both the places it shows it by default will pick only the first value. So let me change, and if I change the delivery status here, it's like undelivered. If you see it will by default pick only the first value, not the second one. Then how you deal with this scenario? Okay, so this is a real-time interview question. So let me show you how you can solve this problem. So the first way by that it's a problem statement. So it's approach one. Approach one. How do you resolve this? How do you solve this problem statement? Like you have to make one. This is a kind of a database concept in which there is a unique key. So how can you make a unique key in this whole database? Okay, so this is the one way which is very easy. So I just name it as unique one, and I simply pick this, and pick this. Okay, and I simply drag it, and if you see this whole column becomes unique. Let me test this thing is 001. Let me see the tests from the point of view only. Those are the unique values. Okay, those are the not the unique, those are duplicate value only. Okay, and 002. Okay, and the third one which is New Delhi delivered, and yeah, okay, so I think all the rows are unique. And if you're going to use this kind of a scenario to make them unique, like you can get it very easily. Like if you have this kind of a data, then you can make them unique. If you instead of like let's say if you wish to see the value second, so you can, if you apply this this complete this unique field, and if you start from table from here to there, then you can get the values very easily. You can make them unique. Okay, so this is approach one, which is very basic, very beginner level of an approach. Okay, Now let me show you the approach number 2. And we just came onto this once we complete this approach part. Okay, approach number 2 is referred to it's a kind of a, it can be created by very easily. Okay, you can be sprint, and let's say if you have a 50 rows of table or 100 rows of table, then it is quite a tedious task for you to see which row is unique them or not. And if you see apply the conditional cells duplicate values, you can get it. But if you go and apply the duplicate function, the condition memory itself, look, this is the loophole of this kind of a scenario. If in your data, if both the values are not unique, if you see these two statements are still not unique, they are duplicate, then how do you deal with this kind of a scenario? Okay, so this is a kind of a pretty amazing task. So let me show you unique 2. Okay, here we are going to use the very simple, which is a count if function. If you know the count if function, that's very good. Okay, and let me show you in what the count if function says. You have to select the whole range, and what you have to do, you have to first fix the complete data set. So if the table is going to be dragged, if you see my another videos in which where I taught, so I just always fix the ranges, so a range would not move when I apply the formula. Okay, so if I apply this approach, does this make them unique? If you see the function again, I simply apply the counting function. First I just select the complete table and select the first value, and if you see this kind of a data, does this make them unique? If you see, this is 6th and it is comes on 2nd. Okay, and if you see, it comes 3 here and it comes also 3. So this is the right way to deal with the same problem by this function. Is that really so? Let's see more. See, so here we made a mistake. Okay, so let's see approach number 3. So I'm going to make this mistake so that you can get the really sense of how you can build a logic step by step. Okay, so we have seen till now we have we have built this we have applied this simple countif function. Okay, but this countif function is not able to solve our purpose, because we have to make some changes in the formula. Where you have to make a changes? Let's see. I have to apply simply the countif function, and I have to choose the range. This is the first range. So what I'm going to apply, it's like if I'm going to see my table from here till there, if you count them, it will make them 3. Okay, but if I come below and then if I count this, let's say this 001 comes 2 times in my table. So if a table it comes in 2 times, so in this whole scenario, if you see in this whole table, if you see AWB 001, AWB bill number 001, it's repeated twice. So if I make them, if I count them all the way, it will become 2. But if I come here and if I count it from here till there, here till there, here till there, here till there, until I reach here, that's 2 becomes 1. So this is the kind of fixing of the ranges I'm going to apply to solve this problem statement. Okay guys, so I hope you get the really good sense of it. Now we can solve this problem. Okay, so just simply choose the range, complete range of a table, and in that I'm going to let's fix from the top Okay, let me not fix the row only, okay, because the row is getting down and down, so I just let me fix the row from the down, but from the top, but upper I just leave it like this only, okay. So, and after that I'm going to simply touch this thing. Let me see whether this thing is solve a purpose or not. See, if you see the AV bill number which is 003, let me see the thing which is which is comes thrice in the table, which is airway bill number 003, which is this one, this one and this one, okay. It comes 3 times, so let me see, it becomes 3, okay. And if we come here, it becomes 3, it becomes 3. That means this problem statement also get failed, okay. Why is get failed? If we come down, if we come down, if we come down, if we come down, see, our data is not our table is still fixed, okay, from the top. So this approach would work. Approach number 4, will this work? Let's see. Here is a table. This time what I do, I just simply go and fix from the bottom itself, okay, and from the top level my data will go getting down and down, as I shown you in my first. Will this make them unique? Let me see. Again I'm going to on 003 statement, it's make them unique, yes, it's third number, and here is that, and it becomes 2, and if I go down it becomes 1. So in somehow, in nutshell, I can say I think this is a solution of our this problem statement, okay. So now we have applied this these approaches to applying Countif. So I just make them give them a unique number as of now, but how can you combine them or get to the results, okay. And in that we have applied, if you have seen, it's from the top we have, if you're going down, sorry, if I'm going down again, if you see my table is getting shorter, and the number is going to, but in that particular space, in that particular table, in that particular table, if the number is comes twice, thrice, it will getting down and down, okay. So that's why its number comes 1 2 3 or something similar like that, okay. So to solve so we have solved this issue, we have give them, make them a unique. So right now we are going to reach the solution. This is the perfect approach which you can apply to solve similar kind of problems in your Excel interviews, okay. Let me give this name like a unique field, unique, UNIFI, okay, unique field, and I simply choose this thing and apply underscore, and again and parenthesis we use to combine the strings, okay, or to combine any of the text or string, doesn't matter. So if you see here, I make them unique, okay, yes, I make them unique. And if you wish to see the results, let me show you. So here we have problem statement, and here we have like Okay, so this is a data set where we have a available list. Okay, so another, like here we have a available number and I just need a status of my deliver statements, whether the statement is delivered or undelivered. Okay, so how can we solve this problem? Or let me paste this thing near about something so you can get the really good sense of it. Or let me zoom a little more. Okay, so you can see the complete table very easily. So here is a table. So how can we solve this thing? Like here we have seen this is a unique list. Okay, but how do we apply here? Like if I'm going to apply as a simple VLOOKUP, like here, and if I apply through this, and if I need the status of my table, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, I think it's on the 7th place, and if I apply simple, but I get simple, and so how do we deal with this thing? Do I make them unique? Where my lookup string, where my lookup field, I didn't make them unique. So how do I make them unique? Simple, we have to apply make them unique. What is the function we have to apply? The Countif function. Simple. Just go and choose a range, go at the bottom and make them fixed, the row only. Okay, it's a 16th row in your table, and to count this, I think, yeah, so it's, if you see, it's 3 and 2 and 1. So I just there we just make them unique. Okay, so how can you combine them? You already know, this is a unique field. Okay, same as like similar. So what we have to do here, choose this underscore, choose this again underscore, and combine with this thing, with this unique number. That's make our table unique. Okay, and if you wish to, you can simply hide them. And if I go simply the things which are doesn't work in our case, you can simply hide them in your data. Okay, now that's become more smooth. I give you this test file to test your skills and to practice those skills. Okay, so let me color this one as well, and let me test. Simply apply the VLOOKUP. Okay, and so 7th row, and if you see the available number 002, what is the issue here? Let me see, and why this kind of error occurs here. Okay, now I'm gonna get it. I hope you guys understand this. Like when you apply the formula, when he reached here, he couldn't find this particular number. He couldn't find this particular number in this particular range, because the number is above and the table is getting down. So that's why I'm always says, always fix your ranges. So while applying, if I make them, now there is no error at all. So okay guys, so that's how you can learn the things with an experience. Okay, so this is all. That's how you can solve your now just make them open completely, unhide. That's how you can solve this kind of problem statement, how to deal with the duplicates. I think I give you enough knowledge how you can deal with the duplicates. Now if you go any of your interviews where you have to deal with the duplicate data, with the duplicate data set, how can you make them unique? Now you know the technique. So guys, thank you so much and have a nice day and happy learning.